Opus 4.6 Plus. OpenClaw is insane. You're missing the biggest AI release of February 2026. Claude just dropped Opus 4.6 with a 1 million token context window. Combine it with OpenClaw and you've got an AI assistant that runs on your machine and actually does things. This isn't hype. This is happening right now. Anthropic released Claude Opus 4.6, and it's a massive upgrade. But what makes this even more interesting is pairing it with OpenClaw, an open source AI agent that exploded to over 145,000 stars on GitHub. Let me show you what these two tools can actually do and why people are calling this combination game-changing. First, Claude Opus 4.6. This is Anthropic's most powerful model, released just last week. The headline feature is a 1 million token context window. That's roughly 750,000 words. You could fit 10 to 15 full research papers in there at once. But previous models had context rot. They'd advertise huge windows but lose track of information as they filled up. Opus 4.6 fixes this. On the MRCR v2 benchmark, which tests how well models find hidden information in massive amounts of text, Opus 4.6 scored 76%. Its predecessor, Sonnet 4.5, scored just 18.5%. That's a 4 times improvement. The model also introduced adaptive thinking. Previous models required you to manually set reasoning depth. Now the model decides for itself based on task complexity. Simple tasks get quick responses. Complex problems trigger deeper reasoning. You get 4 effort levels: low, medium, high, and max. High is the default. What this means: you can feed Opus 4.6 an entire codebase, multiple documents, long conversation histories, and it maintains coherence. No more chunking documents or losing context halfway through. The model also doubled its output from 64,000 to 128,000 tokens. Complete technical documents, full course modules, entire code files in a single response. Opus 4.6 is crushing benchmarks. It scored 65.4% on Terminal Bench 2.0, the leading test for AI coding agents. That's the highest score ever recorded. On GDPval AA, which measures real-world professional tasks in finance and legal work, it hit 1606 ELO points. That's 144 points ahead of OpenAI's GPT 5.2. On BrowseComp, which tests how well models find hard-to-locate information online, it's number 1. The pricing stayed the same. $5 per million input tokens, $25 per million output tokens. Premium pricing kicks in over 200,000 tokens at $10 input, $37.50 output. There's also a fast mode in research preview. It speeds up output token generation by up to 2.5 times. You pay a premium for it, but if you need speed, it's there. Now here's where agent teams come in. This is huge for Claude Code users. Previously, Claude Code ran one agent at a time. Now you can spawn multiple AI agents that work together as a team. One agent handles front end, another tackles back end, a third manages tests, all working simultaneously, all coordinating autonomously. Anthropic also introduced compaction. Compaction is server-side context summarization. When your conversation approaches the limit, the API automatically summarizes older parts. This enables effectively infinite conversations, critical for long-running tasks. The model also has data residency controls. If your workloads must run in the United States, that's now an option. You pay 10% more for it, but if you need that for compliance reasons, it's available. Now let's talk about OpenClaw. This is an open-source AI agent developed by Peter Steinberger. The project went viral in late January 2026 and exploded to over 145,000 stars on GitHub in under 2 weeks. One of the fastest-growing open-source projects in GitHub history. What makes OpenClaw different? It runs locally on your machine. Everything happens on your computer. Your data never leaves unless you explicitly tell it to. The agent connects to messaging apps you already use: WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage. You talk to it like you'd message a coworker. OpenClaw can execute real tasks, run shell commands, control browsers, read and write files, manage calendars, send emails, all triggered by text message. Conversations in memory are stored as plain markdown files on your machine. Total transparency. The agent uses AI models via API. You can connect it to Claude, OpenAI's GPT models, Google's Gemini, or even local models through Allama. You bring your own API key. No subscription to OpenClaw itself, just API costs for whichever model you use. OpenClaw has a heartbeat system. Every 30 minutes, the agent wakes up, checks a to-do list, decides if anything needs action. This makes it proactive, not just reactive. It can monitor things, send reminders, execute scheduled tasks automatically. The skills system is what makes OpenClaw powerful. Skills are workflows packaged as markdown files. The community has built over 100 skills: email processing, data analysis, browser automation, file management, smart home control. You can install community skills, create your own, or ask OpenClaw to create new ones. Real use cases: email management, clears inbox, flags urgent items, drafts responses, calendar management, schedules meetings, sends reminders, flight check-ins, monitors flights and checks you in automatically, code reviews, watches GitHub repos, runs tests, opens pull requests when tests fail. Smart home control through Home Assistant integration. One developer reported their OpenClaw agent negotiated $4,200 off a car purchase over email while they slept. Another had it file a legal rebuttal automatically. Start experimenting now to be ahead in 6 months. Pick one workflow you do regularly. Map the steps. Figure out how an agent could automate it. Set up OpenClaw. Connect it to Opus 4.6. Build it, test it, refine it. Then move to the next one. This is about automating repetitive tasks so you focus on high-value work. Strategy, creativity, relationships. Use these tools for grunt work. Free up time for what matters. Opus 4.6 is available now on Claude.ai, the Claude API, and all major cloud platforms. OpenClaw is open source on GitHub. The tools are here. The technology works. Now it's about implementation. Go build something, test it, see what's possible. Let me know in the comments what you automate first. I read every single one.